Thanks for joining us. In the next few minutes, you're going to see the highlights of the new releases of Indesca, Infotran, and OpsWise Automation Center, showing you the integration that we've achieved between the products in a very short time frame. Let's start with the OpsWise Automation Center homepage. Here you can quickly see that all your agents are communicating and connected. You can check the workload for today by status type. And if we scroll down here, you can see the new triggers that we've included. System monitors to monitor disk and CPU and memory. Application monitors as well to check on the application status. Our Indesca customers will be happy to see that we've integrated the Indesca tasks into OpsWise Automation Center. Here you can put the name of the task and then supply the agent information that you need to run the Indesca task. You can see that these are panel driven, and you can go in here and supply the information that you need for the command and come up here and supply any credentials that you need to run the job. If we scroll down here, you can see there's some additional information that you can supply to the task. And all it requires is for the Indesca customers to go in and configure the agents to automatically register with the OpsWise Automation Center instance. So you would supply the information here, and the agents would automatically connect up with OpsWise Automation Center. That's all that's needed to configure this and start running it with OpsWise. We've also done the Infotran integration. So if you look at the file transfer task, and you can see that we have some defined here, we can go up and define a new file monitor task. And in this case, we're like everything else, we're going to give it a task name. And then you can come down here and see that we've got trigger types for Infotran. And you'll see with the red arrows there indicating that there's a red bar to tell you quickly which fields have to be filled out. They're required to be filled out in order for the task to be entered into the database. So you can scroll down here and see all of the fields that are applicable for the Infotran task to be defined. The additional monitors, as well as the trigger level, we've put them at the task level. So we can go in here and define a new monitor for a system. And this is a disk monitor. So we really want to go out there and look and see how much disk space is active. Maybe you want to see this so that you can successfully run a job. Maybe it's successfully transmitting a file through Infotran. You want to make sure a certain amount of disk space is available before you try that transmission. So using disk space as a predecessor to other tasks within OpsWise Automation Center makes that process more complete, more automated, and you can ensure the successful processing of that business data. So we'll enter the information here, and there's drop downs that help you understand what information that you need to enter. We get all the required information complete. We'll submit that to the database. So now we've defined our first system monitor for disk space. If you look up at the top here, we've also got trigger level system monitors. So maybe I don't know when I need to check for that disk space, and maybe I want to set a sensor out here that's going to detect my disk space getting low. And we're going to add sensors as we go for CPU and memory as well. So maybe I just want to put this out there and find out when my disk space is getting low, because then maybe I want to kick off a task or a workflow group of tasks that can go out there and delete old files and give me more available disk space that I can use. So this could be popular with some of your system administrators to go out there and monitor for system type activity going on in the enterprise. We also have application monitors that can be at the trigger level or the task level to give you that application awareness and the ability to include this either in your workflows or as a sensor out there to send alerts and notifications. So we've done a lot of work in a very short period of time, so we're happy to be able to share with you the integration that we've completed between Indesca, Infotran, and OpsWise Automation Center. Thank you for your time.